Let's go outside.
Yep. Be careful. Today, it's gonna be a cool day. We're finally gonna install new solar panels.
I'm Roberta.
And I'm Duca.
And for the past year, we have been building our own tiny shipping container house, so we can travel around knowing that we will always have this little place that we can call home.
But guess what? We just found our dream project before we expected. This abandoned sailboat. So we are gonna stop building the house for a couple months to bring our boat back to life. And then we're gonna go back and finish the house.
Guess what's inside?
Yeah, it's always fun to open boxes. Yeah, this is kind of magical. Imagine, this is gonna give us energy to do all we need to do to edit videos actually. That's pretty cool. So, let's see. Okay. You don't know how to share with friends.
I do know.
Brackets to hold in place. Yeah.
But
we're only gonna use these screws because we just made our own brackets. So instead of using the entire bracket, we're just gonna use these screws.
We are using the screw, washer, and the net.
So here are all the menus. Zip ties to get all the wiring tight. And some connectors. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm anxious.
I can tell. Let's go outside.
Yep.
What's going on?
Mass production. Yeah, I'm just trying to cut all the gaskets because I don't want metal with metal all the time without getting stick to it. So this piece is gonna be here, and then this one's gonna be here, and we're gonna have like a gasket here, another one here, another one here, here, everywhere. By the way, this is the support for the solar panels. I'm just getting ready because tomorrow is the day.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for a long time to install the solar panels. That's gonna be really cool. But for now, we just need to cut and drill all these tiny pieces.
So the idea was to install the solar panels today?
Yesterday, actually. Yeah. And then we thought it was gonna rain, and then we decided to do it today, and now I think it's gonna rain today. So maybe tomorrow. Today, it's gonna be a cool day. We're gonna install 3 solar panels today that are gonna be the beginning of a bigger project. Right now we do have 3 solar panels that are this big, so that's 67 by 84 centimeters and provides 100 watts each one, so it's 300 watts. So we have 100 watts, 300 watts. These are from Xantrex. That's the whole system is going to be by Xantrex. The controller, the charging controller, the inverter, everything on. We are doing like a full Xantrex system, and we are really curious because we want to see how big this is going to be in the arch, because we want to have actually 6 panels on this arch, and we have 3, so we need to see how much space we have and if it's gonna work out or not. Hey Fred, assisting, can you help me with something? Quick. No, I'm gonna do like this. Hold for me this side. So it's gonna be somewhere more, yeah. Because the hose. Yeah, we'll find a way. So the way we program to do that, we create a support with the welder that we can actually use the same support to expand the system. Let me go down and get some stuff, and I'm gonna show you how it's gonna work. So this is a sample of how the system is gonna look like. We create these brackets that we can attach to the davit. So this is our davit, supposedly, and this bar is this bar. That's one thing. So we attach 2 long bars, tubes, and then we attach another one of those. I mean 4 of those for each panel. And in this way, if we expand the system, we can slide this, or it's like a puzzle, and we can slide and rotate, and it's gonna work. Trust me, it's gonna work out. Let's play safe today. Just to make sure. If I fall, I won't fall.
The color of the sky is amazing.
By the way, we want to thank Spinlock for keeping us safe. This gift was just amazing. This is so much easier to work on the height when you feel safe, and I really feel safe.
He's like a boy with a new toy, enjoying the new toy. So today we needed some help because I'm too short to hold there. And Fred is living in the same apartment as us. We joined the quarantine, so
So we are just getting the connectors ready, and then we are not gonna connect it, so we can work tomorrow inside or someday this week, because tomorrow is Monday and he works on his boat. Because tonight mosquitoes are starting to get crazy, and we didn't have lunch yet. We're gonna have a late barbecue at home. I mean, like a oven barbecue, not a barbecue. This is just magical. You have like 3 plates, or I don't know how you wanna call that, panels, and just generates energy, power. That's really good. For me, that's magical. You just install once and then it's just like energy everywhere. We still don't have enough. We wish we had more. We're gonna have soon more. The plan is to have another 3 of those here, all the way to here, and then to install another 3 on the Bimini.
aren't we were gonna use the old ones?
We didn't explain that yet?
No.
Yeah, so the plan at first was to use the 4 old ones that was 4 times 35 watts that we had, and install these ones on the back. Just as it is, would come to here. But when we uninstalled the old ones, we realized that the aluminum was just so corroded. Even though they were working, I don't think it was worth to fix the frame, so I gave as a gift to my dad to install on his house, so it's just like on the land. And then we decided it was not worth to build like a whole support and spend more money than the panels are worth. So for now we're gonna leave these ones, and then we're gonna add extra ones soon.
Esse não já tá caindo. Já deveria estar com quase 70. Quase não tá batendo sol, mas olha isso. Não tem quase nada de sol, a tensão que você tem. Um pouco você tá produzindo.
So now let's try to fit these in place to see if our configuration works, because at first it's always just a theory that we believe fits, but in reality it's much harder to fit in place. It's your turn. Let's do it. Check this out, looks so cool. Seems like it was meant to be installed on that place. Now we just need to wire this up. But today is too late already. Tomorrow we're gonna start doing the wiring, and hopefully by the beginning of the week we're gonna have energy back on the boat. So good. Someone's tired, look at that. Hungry face.
Nah. Tired actually.
Hungry face, hungry face, happy face.
Yeah.
So next step is to wire this new toy. This one is the charging controller for the solar panels. Now that the solar panels are all in place and properly installed, we need to finish this wiring. For that we have the support of a friend.
Oh?
He was not prepared for this.
You know Fred already. If you don't know Fred, watch last 2 weeks episode. You'll see
I
Fred.
think you guys are tired already.
Yeah, we did a lot today. We did a lot today.
Why?
Let's do it.
Now.
Love tight spots to work. Now let's do this, because people always complain that we always use hand stuff. And now as Fred's here, he just brought his. Everyone's gonna love that.
Not just bought.
You know how
I
many?
have since 2008.
Yeah.
Working every day.
It's so hard.
Do you want me to do?
No, I won't be back.
Okay. Now.
I did it.
Again.
That was a lot of work. Yeah, we needed to take off because it was easier to connect the ground wire with the unit off.
This one?
Yeah, this one. When I connect this one, it's gonna turn on the pin.
Supposed to. Okay,
Ready?
ready. Yes!
You're not creating energy because the panel is not connected yet. By the way, Roberta is not here today. I mean, she is. She's in the room right now.
There.
Inside. Because she's been working for hours doing subtitles for this week's video. So, as Fred is here to help me, I gave her some slack and she's just doing subtitles today. While we have fun with this. Are you ready?
Nice.
You saw before me, I didn't see it. That's pretty good. But now, the solar panel is not bringing anything to the batteries because we need to connect them on the panel. Now,
And later, we need to organize this wire.
right later today.
Can I?
Ready? We have energy now. Let's see if these bad boys are generating energy.
It's cloud.
Yeah, but it's cloud, but some energy we're gonna be generating, not much, but at least we can see if the panel is working.
We have a little bit sun now. 55. Great.
That's exciting phase.
Yes.
We have solar now. That's so cool. Let's tell Roberta.
And remember, we have the shower power off, and we have all things inside
Yeah.
running with the inverter.
Yeah.
Did I hear it right?
We have solar now.
Seriously? It's working with even with this.
Yeah. So this is her office today.
Yeah.
She's
Look
doing-
at this.
Connected to the boat.
And I can even turn on the lights if I feel like.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
finishing the.
Yeah, but
English
come see energy, magic happening. So this is how magic happens. We are putting 6.6 in.
Battery 12.7. If
Cute panel.
whoa, wait, 6.6 amperes.
Is this good?
Imps.
Yes.
Yeah, for the cloudy day, it's pretty good.
And the solar panel is
Generating.
54. 1.6. That is the magical of the MPPT.
What's the difference?
The difference is, let me try to explain. We connect the solar panels in series,
Yep.
okay, to increase the voltage.
Yep.
But the current will be lower,
Yep.
but the power is the same.
Yep.
If you have a standard solar controller, PWM,
Yep.
you cannot use all the power that you are generating
Why?
because just the current goes to the battery
Oh, I
and
see.
decrease the voltage.
Yep.
With the MPPT, MPPT is able to convert the voltage in current and have the same power that you are generating.
That's why in such a cloudy day we still make some energy.
Great
Today
energy.
Today is really cloudy. There is no sun shining at all. It's just
So did we connect in series instead of parallel?
Yes.
Just a quick explanation. There are two ways to install the solar panels: series and parallel.
Which one did we choose?
For the stern, we choose to install them in series.
Yeah, the main difference in between series and parallel, let's put it this way. When you have them in parallel, you have a bunch of different small solar panels. Each solar panel can vary, but our solar panel is 23 volts. So that means that if we install them in parallel, we would have three 23 volts panel. When we combine them in series, we add them together. That means instead of having three 23 volt solar panels, we have one big 69 volts solar panel. So why would you do that? Let's see. You won't make 23 volts all day long. You will make 23 volts on the middle of the day when the sun is really high and you have a lot of sun. If you are in the beginning of the day or if you are on the end of the day with low sun, you might do 10 volts, 9 volts, 8 volts, 7 volts. And if you have them in parallel, that means you don't have voltage enough to convert into energy for the batteries. So the the charge controller, if sees that you have only 7 volts, it's gonna just cut off and won't charge at all the batteries. When you combine them together, that means that your voltage is higher. So you might be doing, instead of 7 volts, you might be doing 21 volts. And with 21 volts, you are able to charge the batteries. That means that instead of only charging for like 4 hours, 5 hours a day, we open up more time to charge the batteries.
And
yeah.
And the problem of being in series that if you have a shade on one of them, it can cut the energy to all of them.
Yeah.
So
Nothing's perfect.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why we choose to install them on the stern. That there is no shade there.
Otherwise, you would say, why don't everyone install in series? Of course, it's good because you generate more voltage and you're able to generate energy longer during the day. But as she said, as now you don't have a lot of small panels, you have one huge panel. That means if you have a shade on the one side of the panel, affects the entire system. If you had it in parallel, you have a shade in one panel, won't affect the other two panels. But we are all the way on the back of the boat. There is no shade almost all day long, so it's a good place to install in series. As we see, when we install the panels on the cockpit, we're gonna have on the top of the bimini, we're gonna have
The
another
Dodger
system.
and the Dodger
and the
behind.
Dodger. Yeah, it's gonna be two different systems installed in different places. So this one we will probably install in parallel, because in parallel, as we are right underneath the mast, have shade from the sails and everything. If we have shade in one panel, won't affect the next panel. So that means we will have a system that is more efficient on the middle of the day, but also more efficient on the end of the days. Because we heard that if you install in series, it's less efficient on the middle of the day. That's what we heard. But we're gonna give it a try. If we change our minds, we can always unhook the connectors and just reverse to series, to parallel. Series, parallel, parallel. Series. I get confused. So now that you understood the reason why we install in series, let's go back to the episode.
Yeah.
Back to the episode. So now you remember the mess that it was on the bottom, on the little hatch, all the wires and everything. This guy did some magic. Check this out. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, everything is so organized. But now we have the last step. That's just to install the cover of the wires of the solar panel charge controller. So if you didn't see, a few weeks ago we installed this inverter charger from Xantrex. That's a Freedom XC2000. And then now we install a solar panel charge controller that is a MPPT charge controller. And from here we have all organized, and the panels are actually here. So this is the panel that controls the inverter charger, and that's the panel that controls the solar panels. See? Yeah, right now it's pretty late. It's like almost night, so we are not generating any energy, but today during the day it was cloudy, wasn't it?
Yes.
And we actually had a lot of energy. I mean, like, energy is so important on the boat for us because we do work with video and pictures and everything, and we need to charge equipment all the time, we need to use computers all the time. So this is gonna be a game changer for us, because until now we've been on a boat, working on the boatyard for 1 year and never having outlets to plug the computers in or the cameras in, or even lights to walk around the boat. And check this out now. We have lights everywhere. Here. That's so cool. You see? Someone is resting there, right under the light. Yeah. There's a nice light right on the top of you. Yeah. But that's a wrap for today. We're gonna go home and have lunch at night because we didn't have lunch today. Just a small sandwich. See you guys tomorrow.
I hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, for us was a really fun one. I mean, like, now we're getting ready to be off-grid. That's just amazing.
Yeah.
We can generate energy anywhere we go. Doesn't matter where we are, in a marina, in a dock. We don't need to be connected to anything. That's so cool.
If you have any technical questions, we are planning on doing a Q&A really soon.
Yeah, we are planning on doing a Q&A just about energy, all about electricity on a sailboat.
Yeah.
And as we are not experts, we are organizing with Xantrex. We are going to have a Q&A together with their engineer. So that means that they are not only going to answer your questions, but they're going to answer our questions, because we are learning. We cannot pretend that we know everything. We are 100% learning right now. So it's going to be a really cool Q&A to get to understand better what we have, what we can have in the future. I feel we are looking forward to that. That's going to be really fun. We don't know the date yet, but probably next
July,
month. Yeah, in July, sometime in July. We're going to let you know. But this Q&A is going to be only about electricity, about shore power, about chargers, solar panels, everything.
Yeah.
All about energy. But for today, I think that's it, right?
Yeah,
we talk too much. Yeah. As usual.
Let's welcome on board our new patrons for this week.
So, welcome on board.
They were here.
Yeah, you see a lot of people here.
Welcome on board Keith,
Peter,
Larry,
William,
Sean,
Larry.
James.
Welcome back, Matthew.
And we also want to thank the donations to our PayPal.
Thanks a lot, Bartos.
And Bernie.
Guys, thanks so much. We really appreciate your support. And now we're going to leave you with some beautiful footage of the new solar panels. Enjoy. See you next week.